selling a high margin product with a high ticket value because it is easy to make profit on that. Does that make sense? It's not rocket science, right? It's very, very simplistic, but it's much easier to make a return on investment for our investors if you're making sure that when our sales guys are selling something and they make one sale, it puts thousands of pounds into the bank account versus I just sold 100 units to this customer, I make £6 per unit, as per my other example. So that's the two things about being great. Being scalable is vital. When I talk about scalability, and that's what we do in our workshop. The whole purpose of our Rockstar workshop is 2 intensive days where we are molding these factors into your business. That's the Rockstar workshop. It is 2 days of specifically creating taking where your business is at and implementing all of these different strategies into your business. That's how it works. Scalability is absolutely crucial. Investable, right? Some of you may not want investment. Some of you may not need investment. Some of you may think, I don't want to give away any equity. But once you've created a model and business that is scalable, there are so many different options to raise money to grow where you don't have to take investment. It doesn't have to be an equity deal. You can leverage off debt to expand. And if you're selling a high margin product, you have the ability to have, that debt portion is a much smaller percentage of what you're trying to achieve anyway. And then finally, and this is important, is being exitable. And I'll tell you what I mean by this. Over the years, I've just met thousands of business owners in the UK who are what we call one-man bands. And that makes up the majority of the British small business market. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being a one-man band. Except for the fact that most businesses and how they're structured is they go out, tend not to spend anything on marketing or advertising, they go out and network. Referrals and word of mouth is usually their best form of getting sales. So they're always out there, they're networking, they're busy, they're trying to find that next client, that next opportunity, that next deal, and they get it, which is awesome. And it lasts for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and they're there and they're working hard for the client and the client's happy. But with all those hours they're spending on getting the contract right, it's less time to be able to go out and get the other business and find the new deals and the traction and happy client there, thank you for the work, appreciate it, done, and then it finishes. And then we're out of the loop again for a couple of months. We have to go out, fight, and get the next one again, and then it's a awful cycle. Now, some of you are resonating with this because that might be your business now. And I've met too many of them that over and after a few years, that's not a 9 to 5. It's effectively a job, but you're not working 9 to 5 to do it. You're working many more hours than that. You're working many more days than that. It's not a 5-day-a-week job, but it's essentially a job, and I tell you why. Because at the end of those years, or whether you've been doing it for 2 years, 5 years, in some cases I've met guys who have been doing these for 12 years. And what happens in these businesses, what happens in every business, is life gets in the way. Things happen across our not just our business journey, but our life journey that affects our businesses. Do you agree with that? Illness to yourself or a family member, divorce has been one that comes up a lot, or, the most common one? I've been doing this for 12 years and I'm just bored. I'm done. I'm sick of it. I want to do something else. But what have you built in those 12 years? You've given over a decade of your life to creating this, to be working hard. But what have you built? What can you now take to sell and pass on to someone else, which drops significant money in your bank account that allows you to then go and do what you want? There's nothing wrong with being a one-man band, but there is everything wrong with doing it and not building a brand or something of value throughout that journey. Do you guys agree with that? Yes? Say yes if you agree with that.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got to make sure that you're building something that is exitable, because without question, life is going to get in the way. Because what we are all about is creating a great business for you, something that you love, you're passionate about. It's making money. And as you are making more money, we then want to start showing you how to be investing that specifically. So one of the things we do have is our Rockstar meter. So we've put this together. It effectively is an online questionnaire, and it tells you how Rockstar is your business now. Rockstarmeter.com. It is a specific, being put together by a couple of genius actuaries, where it's assessing your business score out of 100 based on your scalability, your profitability, and the disruption that you are creating in your sector. Yes?
No,
Oh, sorry.
5 more minutes.
Okay, so this is a really cool way that we understand, and that you can understand where your business is at now, right? And as a result of that, the companies that we are only ever partnering with, the companies that we are only ever investing in with you, have a 90 plus reading of the Rockstar meter, right? So James Hutchin is another great example of this. Came to us, he wanted Rockstar, he came to one of our workshops, built a Rockstar event, came to the Rockstar event, and he was in the media company, right? Media production company, you know, another penguin. Mentor came in, looked at the one key thing that he should be adding to create a genuine point of difference. His first client went out, it went viral, his promotional video went viral within 1.2 million views within 24 hours. Just from one key tweak that the mentor knew the market wanted, that no one else was doing, that cost him next to nothing to do. His brand, as he said there, is now at another level. So from the income side and the investment side, let's talk about what we do from an investment side. There are all different ways that we look at to make sure that people should be investing as well as growing their businesses and building from there. When you start to think like an investor, when you start building your businesses and as an investor, these are the key things that you'll start seeing happen to you. You will look at your business in a whole different level. You will start looking at your business thinking to yourself, would I be investing in this? If I was external to this company, this setup right now, this structure right now, would I be making any money? Would I make a return on this investment? When you start investing, it does what I said to you before. Start creating multiple revenue sources. You will have your profits work harder for you. Because as you'll see with us, when you start taking the costs out of your business that you don't need, your margins start to increase. Your existing business can still be profitable, but you have more money to begin diversifying and getting those multiple streams of income. And there are a number of different ways that we do this. So we have something called the Founders Club. The Founders Club allows our partners to invest in our partnered companies. You're the first person to help grow and raise the money of this business. You put £5,000 into one of our companies. We use that £5,000 to raise the first £50,000 on our platform. The moment we receive our £50,000, we go back to you and say, thank you very much, there's your £5,000 back, and keep your shares that you've already got. Or we say, there's £10,000 cash back, and we'd like the shares back. So you're effectively doubling your money, typically within a 6-month period. Investing in the companies with a 90 plus reading, and our hedge fund, Runestone Capital, you can check it out. It's achieved 34% net of fees since January this year. So just from an investment side, because I know some of you, of course, are focused more on the business, some of you are more focused on the investment. So just by show of hands, who here is interested in more on the business side to help grow their business, just so I know? Okay, who's interested more on the investment side? Okay, and then what about both? Okay, so there we go. So that's the two key areas that Rockstar have, all right? You have a business, you want to make it more profitable, you want to increase your sales and margins. You come to How to Build a Rockstar Business workshop. You learn and we implement that into your business. Some of you are saying, my business is fine, but I'm really interested in investing in the fast growth companies. If you just want to be an investor, then that's absolutely fine. But if you want to do both, it's about doing and learning from us to implement the strategies in and then build from there. So it's exactly what it is. It's a 2-day workshop. It goes over, obviously the first day is all about the 3 key areas we covered first, being different, great and scalable. Day 2 is all about being investable and of course exitable. So we mold that around you for the business and we're implementing the hows into each of your companies. We do it in small groups. This is not something where there are going to be 100 people in the room specifically because it's very hands-on. We tend to do it with no more than 10 people. We do it in purpose for that, on purpose, because as you know, when you go to these sorts of events, the smaller they are, the more value that you tend to find from them. And that's what we need. We need that hands-on time with you. Okay, so it includes all of this, how to find your perfect customers, engage with them and create a genuine point of difference, to increase the margins and product range in your brand, to leverage off technology to create a scalable business, You're going to be there with meeting investors and mentors, because we bring in a whole wealth of special guests over those 2 days. So you're not just listening to the trainers, you're also hearing powerful stories, inspirational stories, and get to meet some of these big name mentors who we've got in our network. In terms of price and date, I can give it to you now. Right, it's £2,500, no VAT. The next dates that are coming up are the 3rd and the 4th of November, in a few weeks' time. And then we've got December 1st and 2nd. Now these are 2 full days. They are held on Thursdays and Fridays, so we need you to take that time out of your business. But we have 2 breaks during the day, so you can check emails and what have you. But it's a proper sit-down commitment. It's held in our Rockstar Hub, which is in the city. Obviously it's through offices. Rockstar Hub's international, so it's all there. It's intensive, and they're the 2 dates to make a note of. And of course, but you know, it is in small groups. And as you know, I'm a big stickler for one-to-one. So some of you might be thinking, I love the group stuff, but I'd really like the idea of sitting down with one of these mentors, or, you know, and actually having one-to-one. Is anyone leaning more towards one-to-one versus group? Because I know that happens. Some of you? Anyone? Or you prefer group? All right, perfect. And because what I was going to say is this. The special offer that we put together for the network here is, it's always better if one of your members of your business comes with you. It's always better, because you can work on the ideas together. If you're a sole trader, if you're a one-man band, you can obviously bring one of your friends, your colleagues, one of the people you've met here along at no cost. You're going to meet with our financial planner. None of you had a financial plan of your business owners except for 2 of the investors here. That's crazy. Why are you doing this? You've got to have a reason. You've got to have a purpose as to why you are moving forward with this, as to what you're doing with this. Okay, we put together your Rockstar meter so you know where you stand. First and foremost, what is your rank out of 100? Because if it's poor, we need to get that fixed, and how we're going to fix it. We're going to offer you an initial one-to-one first with one of the big name mentors, and then you also get, over the next 12 months, mentoring sessions, which we're including as well. So it's a total of if you look at the total value of all of that, £13,795. And what we're doing for you guys today is, as a result of working with Matthew and the great group that have put this on, it's a 1997 fee. There's no VAT, which helps you as well. So there's a 20% discount further there as well. And there are 2 ways that you can do it. If you pay in full today, it's 1997. If not, you can do it over installments with a £500 minimum investment today. So we've got dates. We run these events on a monthly basis. If you can't do November, December, we can of course look to do future ones. But I would say get and move the diary around to get onto Thursday, get onto the Friday one, because it would be great to have you guys here. Okay, so Nuno, if I can introduce you, my friend, if you just sort of put your hand up there. So this is Nuno Barroso, one of the fellow directors. He runs the investment side of the business. What we have is, we're going to take a small break now. We've got some booking forms. If you'd like to fill that out, we can get moving with that. And anyone who has any questions for myself or Nuno there, we will do it. But I say to you this, do it, you will not regret it. It's all about building margins and making a strong return on investment, and effectively joining the Rockstar community and having great fun along the way. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the workshop. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
We're going to take a really short break, and then Peter Anthony has got a ton he's going to cover. So 5 minutes, is that good? Everybody, 5? Can we make this really, really fast?
Sure.
Yes, Glenn? Yes, Glenn? I didn't hear you. Yes, Glenn, 5 minutes, okay? Everybody look at your watches. I have 11:29, so 11:34 we'll be back in. Go.
Hi, how are you?
Fast feet.
That's our next thing. We're purposely not holding up. You mean big companies sponsoring mentors, etc.?
No,
Or?
you know we have a mentor like sponsorship, someone that you're accountable to.
Yeah.
Sponsorships, do you have that?
Some of who you're accountable to. Well, effectively the mentors are who you're made accountable to, typically. Why do you ask? What are your thoughts on that?
Just when you have the mentor, it's highly valued that everybody has to be mentor and sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just wondering,
Absolutely. No, so within We call them our mentoring managers.
Oh, okay.
So every time a mentor and a client engage with each other, what you've then got is you've got, they're setting specific goals and working with each other in order to, to get to that goal. So as a result of that, what you're doing is, so once that's agreed between the client and the mentor, the person who sits in between is the mentoring manager. All right. So as a result, they're working with you to say, okay, so this month your mentor told you to do X, Y, Z. Have you done it? You've got your session coming up in a week's time. No, okay, you've got to get done. And so no, absolutely. So we call them mentoring managers.
Okay.
All right. So they fit in between the whole point of it. You leverage off the mentor's contacts and credentials and experience to help hit the goal and work with you to achieve the goal. But then more importantly, it's a case of someone else to make you accountable through the mentoring system. Yeah. No, it's good. Well, make sure you get on there and set up a profile. Yeah. Are you Apple or Android? Okay, so just to make a rockstarbusiness.com. Okay, well, you can download it now on Android, or you just simply go to rockstarbusinessworld.com. No, it's £27 per advert you want to put on. So it's free to have, but when you pay for different adverts, it's £27 and the advert's there, and then we teach you how to optimize that advert. So it goes out from there. Alright? Excellent, you're welcome.
And while there's an industry for it, like a lot of people are shying away from it. So that's a huge market out there.
Yeah, a bit different than I thought.